Today, we will talk about how to increase the range of Wi-Fi router. Let's have a look at the details. It's always such a pain if you're trying to browse the internet but can't connect to your Wi-Fi network. A lot of things can affect your Wi-Fi signal and range, but luckily there are some really easy fixes you can try. We'll start with some simple changes you can make to your router's placement and settings and move on to some other devices that can help boost your signal. The first step is place your router in a central location. Routers near exterior walls won't have as much range and coverage. Try to put your router in the main area of your home so it's unobstructed and able to send a strong signal in all directions. Run a long Ethernet cable to the wall port or modem to plug it back in. The second step is keep the router on a shelf. Routers send signals better to things that are below them. Routers aren't great at sending signals upward, so look for a place that's elevated off the ground to keep your router. Somewhere like a countertop or top shelf of a bookcase both work great for routers. Make sure your router is only surrounded by open air so it doesn't overheat and provides the strongest Wi-Fi. The third step is move objects away from your router. Anything between your router and device weakens your signal. Objects that cause the most interference with your Wi-Fi network include concrete, metal, cordless phones, and microwaves. Even wood, water, and brick can absorb your Wi-Fi signal and reduce the range. When you're placing your router, avoid putting it on the floor, next to a window, or near an exterior wall. Check that there's nothing directly next to the router so you don't weaken the signal. The fourth step is point the antennas up. Try this for more even coverage if your router has external antennas. Antennas help direct your Wi-Fi signal, but you'll get less strength in any other direction. Bend the antenna so it points straight up to make the signal spread evenly throughout your home. If that doesn't work, just try turning the antenna toward the weak spot to see if the range improves. The fifth step is disconnect unused devices. The devices connected to the internet use up your router's bandwidth. Make sure all of the devices you aren't using are completely turned off so they're not eating up your Wi-Fi signal. When you're finished, try connecting to your Wi-Fi again to see if you get better performance. The sixth step is change to a 2.4 GHz frequency. A 2.4 GHz frequency passes through walls easier and increases range. Most routers have 2.4 and 5 GHz frequencies that you can connect to separately. Check the available Wi-Fi networks your device can connect to and select the one labeled 2.4. If you don't see it listed, log into your router settings on a web browser using the address on the back of your machine. Manually change the frequency to 2.4 GHz for more reliable speeds and range. While 5 GHz gives you a stronger signal, it doesn't travel through walls or ceilings as well, so it doesn't give you the best range. The seventh step is change the Wi-Fi channel. Other nearby Wi-Fi networks can cause interference on the same channel. Log into your router on a browser window using the IP address on the back or bottom of the machine. Look through the settings for the wireless channel information. Look through the list of available channels and select a different one than the one you're currently connected to. Test using your device again to see if there's a noticeable improvement to your Wi-Fi. Try the rest of the channels on the list to see which one works the best for you. The eighth step is update your router's firmware. Firmware updates might improve your router's overall performance. Search online for your router's model to see if there are any updates listed on the manufacturer's website. If you find an update, log into your router on a new browser window and find an option labeled firmware updates or something similar. Install the file on your router and let it update completely before trying out your Wi-Fi again. The ninth step is try rebooting your router. A hard restart refreshes your router so it works better. Turn off the device you're trying to connect to your Wi-Fi. Then, unplug your router from power and leave it alone for at least 30 seconds so it completely powers down. Plug your router back in and let it boot up, which may take a couple of minutes. Turn your device back on and try connecting to your Wi-Fi again to see if the range improved. The 11th step is place foil on the opposite side you want the signal. The foil reflects your Wi-Fi signal in the direction you want it to go. Wrap a piece of aluminum foil around something rounded, such as a water bottle or a soda can help shape it. Set the piece of foil vertically so it's directly behind your router to keep the signal from going in that direction. Your Wi-Fi will reflect off of the aluminum foil and possibly increase the range and speed of your network. The 11th step is plug in a Wi-Fi extender. Wi-Fi extenders amplify your router's signal to a wider area. You can buy a Wi-Fi extender online or from any electronics store. Plug the extender into a wall plug in a spot that's close to where you're having trouble but still has a good signal. Connect your computer or mobile device to your Wi-Fi network as normal. The extender will capture your Wi-Fi signal and spread it out even further so you're able to connect no matter where you are in your home. The 12th step is get a new router. Older routers don't perform as well as newer models. Start by reaching out to your internet service provider and asking if there are any updates or new router models they can provide you. Connect your new router to your modem and set up your network.